happening, YouTube? We are back. Welcome back to a brand new video. So, before we get into today's video properly, I just take key out of my pocket. Before we get into today's video properly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to yesterday's event when I FaceTimed my dad and filmed it the best I could with a camera to show him the new car. But before we do that, I just want to say that I am back. I've been a bit AWOL for the first month of 2025 and a lot of the second month, so if you're new here, thank you for subscribing. I've gained 100 subscribers in the last month or so, so I appreciate that. Thank you. We are back. We have got another car. I don't even know what to say. We'll cut through to yesterday's footage of my dad, then we'll reveal the car. Right, so this is a bit backward, but the new car's there, which you've probably already seen, but I'm going to FaceTime my dad now and show him the car to get his reaction on camera. I don't know what he's going to say, I'll be honest, but we'll see. We'll get him on FaceTime and see what he says. He's hard work, he never answers.
You've got to give me some clues. I'm going to go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
He's trying to guess, hold on.
Is it a 944?
No.
Right. Is it newer?
I'd say, yeah, it's definitely newer than a 944.
Is it rear engine? Mid-range?
No.
Front engine?
Front engined.
And does it fit in that garage? Right, so you've bought a SUV model, like a Cayenne.
It's a 3.2 litre V6, it's 4-wheel drive, and it's this absolute monstrosity.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a Cayenne then, so you said Cayman, so it's a Cayenne. The Cayman's the little...
Cayenne, sorry.
Yeah, the Cayman's the little, like a Boxster, innit? Yeah, that's right, yeah. It's a Cayenne, 3.2 litre V6.
Non-turbo?
Non-turbo.
Petrol?
Petrol.
Does it run?
It runs. So here it is then, here is my 2006 Porsche Cayenne. So my dad did get it right, he just got his Porsche models mixed up. He was saying Cayman, but he meant Cayenne from his description because he was saying front wheel drive 4x4 SUV, but he said Cayenne, which is obviously like the Boxster coupe. So what I'm going to do is I'll fire it up now, have a bit of a cold start, we'll turn the car around and we'll have a quick look around it and we'll talk about the car. Right, so we've got a camera at the back and I've got a camera under the bonnet so we can see what this Porsche sounds like. Here goes on the brake. Sounds lovely, sweet as a nut. So what I'm going to do quickly is just turn the car around so it's facing the garage, and then that way we can have a proper look around it. So let's go D, handbrake off. Oh bloody hell. Seems smooth enough. Porsche Cayman then. Porsche Cayman. So this Porsche Cayman then is the 3.2 litre V6. It is the baby. It's not the V8 or the turbo or even a Cayman S. The 3.2 litre V6. It shares its engine with the Golf R32 or the 3.2 litre V6 A3 or A4 or Audi VAG Group V6 cars. If it's got a 3.2 litre V6 in it, it will be shared. That's where this engine is from. I bought this car sight unseen from auction. I bought it from BCA. Now, I'm not in the market for sporty SUVs. I'm not in the market for a Porsche Cayman at all. I saw it going through auction and I thought, that's going cheap. I didn't know if it was. I'd not researched them. I thought it was going cheap. It looked all right and it was worth a punt. And I might I might live to eat that. It was worth a punt. A Porsche, a 19-year-old Porsche Cayenne with over 100,000 miles was worth a punt. Am I mental? So before we go any further talking about the Porsche, I want to talk about BCA, where I bought the car from, British Car Auctions. Now, I couldn't go and see this car. That's not a facility that they have or allow. I don't know if that's across all sites. Maybe you can let me know down below. But you have to go off their reports. Now, they do 2 reports on the car. They do like a visual inspection and they do a mechanical report as well. So in the visual inspection, they go around the exterior and the interior of the car and they document all the dents, scratches, imperfections in paintwork that they can see. And then the mechanical is obviously they go through all your fluid levels, so your engine oil, they check your coolant levels, and basically the reports are quite in-depth and it gives you a really good understanding of the condition of the car, even though you can't physically see it in person. So if you go on BCA, you can see in the reports if an engine's tapping, they'll report an engine's tapping. This had 1 or 2 reports. It had 2 reports on its report. That's not right, is it? It had 2 flags, 2 amber lights on the mechanical report. This car was graded body-wise as a grade 3 car, so 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. 3 is probably in the middle, isn't it? 2.5 to 3 is your average. But don't forget, this car is 19 years old. It's a 19-year-old car. Also in that report, it tells you if you've got service history. Also on the report, it gives you the timeline of the MOT and the history and the mileage of the MOTs, and obviously they give you the number plate and you can check the MOT history yourself. And I'm sure you guys watching this, you can look at the MOT history of this car. What I am going to say is this car is MOT'd until August this year. Or was it October? No, sorry, October of this year. So this car's got roughly 8 to 9 months worth of MOT left on it. So you join me in the car, jumped in the car for this bit. So let's talk about the service history side of it before we look at the car. So like I said to you, BCA will tell you if a car's got service history, if it hasn't got service history, and they'll try and tell you the last time it was serviced, etc. So my car, this car said it had 6 service stamps, it had 6 service, and it said maintenance print, and that's what this is here. This is the service history for my car. Now, with it being a 19-year-old car, it hasn't got full service history, but I've got service history dating back to 2018. That's as far back as it goes. For 7 years, I've got 7 years worth of service history. And let me tell you, there's been some bills with this Cayenne in that time. So this car, a positive about this Porsche Cayenne, which I didn't know this on bidding on the car, because it doesn't give you this information. This is just kind of a bonus, a Brucey bonus we'll call it, is a hashtag Brucey bonus. This car has been looked after by Porsche Works, which when I've done some research, as the name suggests, they are a Porsche independent specialist based in Coventry. That's who's been looking after this car. I've got bills here from them dating back to, let's say, the last 20,000 miles. So I've got here a bill, 96,000 mile, carry out minor service. That was engine oil, oil filter, cabin filter, brake pressure sensor, brake fluid .4. That was done at 96,000 mile. That bill was £537.11. Carry out major service, including brake fluid change, replace both boot struts, carry out air conditioning regas. So that I had engine oil, oil filter, air filter, cabin filter, brake fluid, and new boot struts, because they are prone to failing on this. That bill was for £754.06. And like I said, we'll save the best till last. We've saved the best till last. This bill was done 10,000 miles ago at 93,000 miles, and it had a set of coil springs on the front, both sides, discs and pads and wear sensors, both sides, brake caliper bolt kit, rear brake pad fitting kit, new exhaust joint, because there's a joint on these just under the driver's side that's prone to failing. That bill 10,000 miles ago was £1,510.14. So just in them 3 bills alone, a hell of a lot more than I paid for this whole car. I've got bills galore for this car. So the latest bill for this car, this is dated 30th of July 2024 at 101,000 miles. Car's now done 103, so 2,000 miles ago. It had engine oil, cabin filter, oil filter, air filter, 6 spark plugs, brake disc, brake wear sensors, air conditioning regas and a wiper blade. That bill was for £1,024. So the car is running in front of me. You saw the service history. It's got some service history, this car, which is a good sign, obviously. Now, bad things. A bad thing, or the bad things, I suppose, depending on how you want to look at it. On the report, it says that the brake wear indicator is active on the car. So when you turn it on, the ignition on, it tells you the brake wear indicator's on. Other than that, there's a belt on the front of the car, auxiliary belt that drives your alternator and your water pump and stuff like that. That looks like it needs replacing, looks a bit tired. Coolant is a little bit low. I was a bit skeptical when I saw it in the report, coolant low, but the reason I wasn't too concerned is because in other reports I've read on other cars, it says like oil and coolant contamination. It tells you in the report if it's contamination. Looking at this car, there is no cross-contamination. Obviously I haven't used the car, but a positive side is it's not bellowing smoke. It sounds okay, it's ticking over fine. There's no misfire. There's nothing to suggest the head gasket's gone on this car, which again is a positive. The engine, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, sounds sweet as a nut. Sounds sweet as a nut while that's running. So like I said, that brake wear indicator is on and we've got the belt to do. But we're going to save that for the next video. We're going to investigate the brakes, look at them front and rear, and see what we can figure out. Because the brakes look alright to me. I don't understand why that brake wear indicator is on at this point. It's going to be something that I need to try and figure out. I need your guys' help down below. What do you think? Yeah, something that we need to tackle is the brake wear indicator. But even so, let's have a look around this 19-year-old Porsche. It comes with the split folding tailgate, so the glass just opens, or you can open the whole boot. You can see the boot's huge. We've also got some Porsche original mats. I think will clean up nice with a good shampoo. We've got all our original toolkit. That fluid's probably gone off. Like you get your own fluid. And for those that have seen it yet, that is the bass subwoofer. We've even got the original Porsche first aid kit, along with our Porsche warning triangle. It comes with the 20-inch alloy wheels, which I think suit the car really well. And something else in the report that BCA include is the depth of the tyres on the middle, the inner side and the outer side, and these are reporting that all 4 tyres are 6mm across middle, inner and outer. I've also got a bill with the report that from 96,000 miles ago that these tyres were new in December of 2023 and they cost £749.99. They are a Nexon brand, which I don't think are a premium, but they're by no means a budget. They are a good solid mid-range tyre, so that is one less thing to worry about. Interior wise then, it comes with full black leather, even on the door cards. It's got electric wind mirrors front and rear, which you probably expect from a car of this prestige. Like I said, it's got the Bose sound system. It's got a sat-nav unit straight from 2006, and it's also got heated seats, which I also believe would have been an optional extra. I might be wrong though, correct me if I'm wrong. What I do know was an optional extra was the tilted sunroof. That is fully functional. Now with all sunroofs, it probably is prone to leaking. I'm not a Porsche guru. Porsche people, let me know, are these prone to leaking? It's something I'm going to double check and investigate to see if I make sure all the gullies and etc are clear. All in all, inside, it feels nice. Nice big driving position. Feel like king of the road. Yeah, but there's not really much to report. It's a 2000s luxury car at the end of the day. Cabin feature. It's quite nice, quite a lot of dials. Got oil temperature, rev counter, water temperature, fuel, probably need the fuel one, speedo and voltage. and it fires on the button. So all in all, I am pretty happy with my purchase of the Porsche. I don't feel like it was a bad buy at this point with that service history. It's got new tyres, serviced 2,000 miles ago. I don't feel like it was a bad car to buy. Some investigating needs to get done for sure, which is what we're going to do in the next video. I'm going to investigate these brakes and see what we can see and see what we can find. Do I just go out there and buy 4 new sensors? So unlike other cars, this car has a brake wear sensor on all 4 corners. Do I commit and buy 4 brake wear sensors and put them on and see what happens? Or do I wait? I think I'll wait. Let's have a look. Let's see if it needs any brake pads or anything, which I don't think it will, but we'll investigate it nonetheless. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. You join me in the Porsche. I'm just going to turn it back round because I like cars to face off the drive in my house. I know I'm a weirdo, thanks. This first time watching my videos, thank you, welcome. Subscribe to see what happens with the Porsche. Check out my other videos. I've got a Mark II Focus ST, that's my main car, my baby, and I've saved a Mark II Audi TT and a Range Rover of folk from abandoned from a scrapyard. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.